Namaste everyone, I'm Sushmita, your Juru Yogi, and today I will be guiding you through a Yoga for Entrepreneurs session. We sit at a desk all day and usually we have tight shoulders or we have tight hamstrings, and so this yoga session basically allows you to move through some of these tensions as well as create calm and focus in the mind. So I invite you just to sit down in any comfortable cross-leg position. If you can't cross your legs, that's completely fine. All I want you to do is make sure that your spine is nice and straight with your torso erect. And that can mean just getting your hands down onto your knees, closing the eyes gently, and just settling into the breath. Step into the present moment. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let go of any expectations, any thoughts of the past. And one more time, deep breath in. And long breath out. Maybe it's a sigh, just let it go. As you settle here into the present moment, maybe that means you can get one hand onto the belly, the other hand onto the chest. And just watch the rise and fall of the breath. Watching the inhales and the exhales. Just try and slow down the breath a little bit more. Can you try and catch the breath with your palms? And even if the mind is darting in a million different directions, just bring it back to this home base. The heartbeat and the breath. Tuning into any sensations or feelings that appear. And with the next exhale, slowly releasing the hands. Alright, so I just want you guys to roll out the shoulder blades here, getting really comfortable. We're going to do a few shoulder stretches. So I invite you just to get your right hand out, walk the fingertips just as much as feels comfortable, keeping the torso nice and straight. And as you do this, you want to reach the left arm up and over your head. So reaching and breathing. Remember to open out the shoulder blade and breathe into this side body. So the breath should be really nice and deep belly breaths. And if this feels too easy, make sure that you can get your elbow onto the floor and reach with the top arm. Nice. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And we're just going to take it over to the other side. So take some time to walk the left fingertips out and then reach the top arm up and over your head. Maybe that means getting the elbow down, but make sure not to lift those sit bones up. So you want to remain nice and rooted. And if that just means remaining on your fingertips today, that's completely fine. But remember, reach with the hand and really think that you're being squeezed between two glass planes. So I want you guys to keep your torso nice and steady. Breathing into the side body for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Shake out the shoulders. Drop the chin to the chest, and we're just going to take the head in small neck rotations. Feeling each part. And as you do this, see if you're gripping in any part of your knee or your thigh. And one more time over to the other side. You can close the eyes and just feel into each sensation in the neck. And slowly drop the chin to the chest. And I want you guys to just take some seated cat-cow. So curl and round the spine inside. And then slowly bring the chest through, open up and send the head up. One more time, you're just going to curl and round. And inhaling, fill up the lungs. Use the hands to push the chest through and look up. Beautiful. Slowly coming back to the center. I want you guys to just send the hands out now and curl and round. Same motion, but we're adding in the hands. And then we're going to open the hands out, almost like you're squeezing a walnut between your shoulder blades. Send your arms out in front of you. And then peel the chest through, open up the shoulder blades. One more time, guys. Open up and breathe. Maybe even add a variation and smile. Last time. And then as you stay here, I want you guys to just breathe and exhaling, release the hands, shake out the shoulders, reset the spine. Beautiful. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a desk stretch. So I want you guys to get your left hand up, take it behind you, and we're going to clasp with the right arm. So just interlace the fingers, making sure that the torso is nice and straight. Roll out the shoulder blades, and you're just going to take your head over to the left side. So making sure to breathe into that side neck. As you push the hands away, you'll create a more intense stretch. Beautiful. Stay here and breathe. Make sure not to cave that shoulder in, so peel that shoulder blade back and down. And then slowly exhaling, bringing the head back to neutral. Release the hands. And we're just going to switch over to the other side, so maybe even rotating the wrists. We sit at a computer all day and type a lot, so we have to really warm up the wrists and use the wrists effectively. So over to the other side, the right hand now comes back, and I'm just going to take my left fingertips and clasp, creating this strong bind. And once I've created the bind, I'm going to take my head over to the right side and release. Stay here in the stretch, inhaling and exhaling, deep belly breaths. And just notice, guys, is there a way that you can grip a little less with the fingertips? Let go of control, remaining supremely adaptable to whatever is happening in the body right here, right now. Then slowly release. You can shake out the hands, shake out the torso, find some organic movement. And whenever you feel ready, we're just going to make our way into a tabletop position. So with the tabletop position, I want you guys to just get your hands right underneath your shoulder blades and your knees are right underneath your hips. So we're going to take some easy cat-cows. So I'm just going to peel the shoulder blades out, take the head up, and then drop the chin to the chest, rounding the upper spine. And really in this motion, just keep going, allowing the breath to initiate the movement, and finding that union, that yoga of the mind and the body, slowing down each movement. Maybe it means that you're pushing the floor away and really try and press through your thumb and your middle finger, creating a stable base. And one more time, guys. And then exhale, completely release. You can just sit back. You can bring your forearms to the floor. If your forearms can't touch the floor here, what we're going to do is just walk the palms out and stay in our child's pose for a second. Breathe and relax in child's pose. Maybe massaging the head on the mat, forward and backward. Finding that spot to send all your tension into. Try and massage the spot between your eyebrows, taking deep inhalations and exhalations. Beautiful. We're slowly going to take the hands and fingertip the hands and walk them out over to the right side, giving the body a nice side stretch. And with each exhalation, just really feeling the belly on the thighs. And drop the mind into the body. Stay here for a few more seconds as you slowly walk back through the center and take it over to the other side. Remain rooted through the feet and try and send your hips back to the heels with each exhalation. Once again, trying to slow down the breath here. Slowing down the mind. And with the next exhale, you can come back through the center and slowly walk your hands back. And you can either sit here in a Vajrasana position, or if this feels uncomfortable, you can just take a regular cross-legged position. We're going to do a breath practice now, which will boost your immunity, improve your focus, and also cause you to really activate a part of your body that you've never seen before. Essentially, we're going to take 30 breaths of short, sharp inhales and exhales through the mouth. So we're going to try and breathe just like Does that make sense? So as I inhale, I'm going to try and use this 3-part breath and really breathe into all parts of the chest. But as I exhale, I'm going to try and relax the shoulders as if I was sinking and relaxing into a really comfortable chair. So you guys can see, I'm going to do easy? Yes. So whenever you feel ready, when we're done with these 30 breaths, we're going to completely just exhale and release the breath and just stay in this space. In this space, your mind will tell you that you need to breathe, but your body knows. Your body's intelligence is aware that it's completely exhausted the lungs capacity, and so you would not need to breathe. You will feel tingling sensations along all parts of your body, and that's completely normal. But what this is doing is it's sending your body into its fight or flight state, where you can really focus the mind on an intention or the future, and I'll guide you through this completely. But after this period of retention, or kumbhak as they call it in Sanskrit, we're going to take a deep inhalation and then hold for 10 to 15 seconds and exhale. So whenever you feel ready, find your variation, sit in a comfortable cross-legged position, get your hands on your knees, making your torso nice and straight. And just observe the breath, the even Samavritti breath for a few seconds here. Whenever you feel ready, we're going to begin. Last one, fully in and hold after the exhalation. just remaining completely still, making a strong determination to not move a single muscle in the body, just observe. The nature of being an entrepreneur means that you fully embrace ambiguity and are comfortable with being challenged regularly. So instead of freaking out about these constraints, embrace them. Let them guide you. Constraints drive innovation and force focus. So instead of trying to remove them, use them to your advantage. Let go of any expectation and remain supremely adaptable to whatever is happening for you right here, right now. Sink your attention into your heart space and just notice any sensations that come up.
And hold for 15 seconds.
Letting go.
Okay.
One more time. Last one, fully in and hold after the exhalation. Just remain still and centered as you bring your mind to an area of your life that you have an incredible vision for 3 years down the line. I'll give you about a minute to daydream and visualize yourself in this area 3 years from now. Be sure to dream big and feel the excitement you would feel when this vision comes true for you. Bring in all the emotions and just feel into the sensations. Feel those feelings of joy, of happiness, of accomplishment. See this vision coming true for you in your mind's eye and stay with the sensations.
Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Okay. Deeply in, letting go.
Last one, fully in and hold after the exhalation. Remain with the sensorial experience. I want you to imagine this energy from your skull, down your neck, into your shoulders, your arms, your chest, your lower back, your stomach, your legs, your calves, all the way into your feet and into the ground, circling into the core of the earth, imagining this coming back through your feet, into your ankles, up into your thighs, your hips, all the way up into your belly, your rib cage, your chest, your shoulder blades, up into your skull, out of your skull. I want you to think of your perfect day. From the time you wake up, breakfast, lunch, the various meetings, just imagine it and visualize it in perfect harmony. Take a few seconds to just visualize and stay with the sensations as this day unfolds perfectly for you. Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Good job. You did great. I hope you feel okay. It's completely normal to feel all of these different sensations. So just take a moment to breathe here and reset the body. And we're going to make our way just into a lying down position with your back on the floor and just release. So you can keep your legs together and just come down, releasing the shoulder blades down. As you slowly just bend the right knee and hug the knee into the chest, interlocking the fingers over the knee and giving it a nice big stretch. You can flex that left foot, and if you don't have any neck issues, you can slowly bring that head to meet the knee and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. And we're going to extend that leg just straight up into the sky and catch wherever feels comfortable, whether it's above the knee or beneath the knee. That's completely okay. We're just going to flex the foot, and without yanking or pulling, we're really going to bend at that knee and then kick through the heel a little bit more. Draw the navel in and then gently and slowly pull the feet towards you. Hold. Stay for 5, breathe for 4 and 3, last 2 and 1. Slowly bending that knee. We're going to release the leg and reset the body. Observe how the left and right feels different as you slowly bend that left knee in, hug the knee into the chest and kick through that right foot. And as you hug again, I want you guys to really release the shoulder blades down and observe, are you gripping, are you holding, are you yanking? And can you make it a little bit less effortless? Excellent. Slowly bring the head up to meet the knee. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 whenever you feel ready. Just drop the head down and extend the leg above you and grab wherever feels comfortable, giving the leg a nice hamstring stretch. Now the trick, guys, is to really bend at that knee, create some space, and then kick through the heel. So this way you're really using that hamstring and lengthening. The more you draw the navel in, the more space it creates for you to pull the leg in. So really holding here wherever feels comfortable. Make sure not to wobble the legs too much. Keep the pelvis nice and steady. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release that foot. And you can get both the feet on the mat and the hands beside the body. We're going to go for a few easy bridge lifts. So really keeping the shoulder blades nice and down. You're going to push through the heels and just lift the hips up. Pointing the hips up towards the sky. I want you guys to really squeeze the glutes and lift. And then exhale, come down. We're going to go one more time. Squeezing the glutes and lift. Push through the heels and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. One more time, guys. This time I want you to try and stay here for 10 seconds. So really pushing through the hands and lifting the hips up. For those of you that feels like it's too easy, I want you guys to just bend that right leg and extend it. Slowly coming down. We're going to switch sides. Those of you who are still in the bridge, remain. Just stay. Squeeze the glutes. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Release the bottom of the hips. Release the mid back and the upper back, completely releasing on the floor. As you slowly hug your knees into your chest, give it a nice squeeze. Rock from side to side, rolling out the lower back. Just releasing any of those crunchy parts. And whenever you feel ready, you can bring your hands just by the sides of the body and then slowly release one leg and the other leg. Open up the palms. We're going to relax here in Shavasana, breathing deep. As you lie down, let your body sink into the floor and allow your eyes to close. Get comfortable. Come into stillness, making any last adjustments as you shift and move a little to let your whole body settle deeper and deeper into the ground. It's natural to flow in and out of conscious hearing, but simply listen. And you don't have to try to understand what I'm saying. Your brain will automatically do that. The deepest part of you, your subconscious mind, is always listening. As we ground here, I want you to invite full presence in. Remain still for deep, deep rest. Allow your bones to become heavy and bring your awareness to your breath. Noticing the in-breath and the out-breath. As you inhale, feel your ribcage swell, your chest rise, and watch yourself breathe out. Noticing how your shoulders relax and your body settles into the ground. Just be here for a few moments. Each time you notice your mind wandering, glue your attention back to your breath, using the breath as an anchor for your practice. Without judgment, just steeping in whatever sensations are filtering through your experience. Bring your attention to your whole body. Notice how your body makes contact with the floor. And continue to stay with the breath. Ride the breath and allow it to soften the body. Good. deep inside now, allowing for full inquiry. There's no right or wrong, there's just present or not present. It's easy to become overwhelmed by the news today, constantly bombarded because we have instant access at our fingertips. This can make us feel hopeless, powerless, and even anxious sometimes. Try to stay with the actual sensory experience and not get lost in thoughts about what you're hearing or feeling. In order to help us cope with this, it's important to focus on the positive. This is not a denial of our current reality, but rather a decision to choose to see the good in a world and to find examples that inspire hope. Take a moment as you breathe and choose one example that reminds you of the hope or the goodness that exists right here, right now, in your world. See if it creates more space in the mind to consider the positive. And ask your body to show you what it feels like. And just observe without letting the analytical mind take over. Can you identify small steps that will allow you to become more active in your own organization? What can you do to be a positive force? And allow your deepest self to answer. And lean in with a gentle curiosity to be changed by what appears. Begin to let go of the noises around you and shift your attention from the outside to the inside. Now slowly bring your attention down to your feet. Begin observing the sensations in your feet. You might want to wiggle your toes a little. Just notice without judgment. You might imagine sending your breath down to your feet as if the breath is traveling through the nose to the lungs and through the abdomen all the way down to your feet. And then back up again out through your nose and lungs. Perhaps you don't feel anything at all, and that's fine too. Just allow yourself to feel the sensation of not feeling anything. When you're ready, allow your feet to dissolve in your mind's eye and move your attention up your ankles, calves, knees, and thighs. Observe the sensations you are experiencing throughout the legs and breathe into and out of the legs. If your mind begins to wander during this exercise, gently notice this without judgment and bring your mind back to noticing the sensations in your legs. If you notice any discomfort, pain, or stiffness, don't judge this. Just simply notice it. Observe how all the sensations rise and fall, shift and change moment to moment. Notice how no sensation is permanent. Just observe and allow the sensations to be in the moment just as they are. Breathe in, and on the next out breath, allow the legs to dissolve in your mind and move to the sensations in your lower back and pelvis, softening and releasing as you breathe in and out. Slowly move your attention up your mid back and your upper back and become curious about the sensations here. You may become aware of the sensations in the muscle, and with each out breath, you may let go of tension in these muscles. And then very gently shift your focus to your stomach and all the internal organs here. Perhaps you notice the feeling of your clothing, the process of digestion, or just the belly rising and falling with each breath. If you notice opinions arising about these areas, gently let these go and return to noticing the sensations. As you continue to breathe, bring your awareness to your chest and your heart region and just notice your heartbeat. Observe how your chest rises during the inhale and how your chest falls during the exhale. Let go of any judgments that may arise. On the next out breath, shift the focus to your hands and fingertips. See if you can channel your breathing into this area and see if you're breathing into and out from your hands. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the sensations in your hands. And then on the next out breath, shift the focus and bring your awareness up into your arms. Observe the sensations or lack of sensations that may be occurring here. You may notice some difference between the left arm and the right arm. There's no need to judge this. As you exhale, you may experience the arm soften and release tension. Continue to breathe and shift the focus to the neck, shoulder, and throat region. This is an area where we often have tension, so just be with the sensations here. It could be tightness, rigidity, or just this sense of holding. You may notice the shoulders moving along with the breath and just let go of any thoughts or stories you're telling yourself about this area. As you breathe, you may feel the tension rolling off your shoulders. And on the next out breath, shift your focus and direct your attention to your scalp, your head, and your face. Observe all the sensations occurring here and notice the movement of air as you breathe in and out of the nostrils. As you exhale, you may notice the softening of any tension you may be holding. And now, let your attention expand to include your entire body as a whole. Bring your attention to the top of your head and down to the bottom of your toes. Feel the gentle rhythm of the breath as it moves through the body with each inhalation and exhalation. As you come to the end of this practice, take a full, deep breath in and exhale completely. Reflect on how this practice has made you feel And remember to repeat your little action step silently to yourself. Slowly begin to move outward again, becoming aware of your body and your breath. And just make some small movements, wiggling the fingers, wiggling the toes, perhaps even giving your body a nice stretch. And then slowly roll onto one side, making it the coziest shape possible. With one arm underneath your head, place the other hand on the earth. This is the preparation for every moment that's to come. So even when it hurts, even in the midst of discomfort, just keep coming back to the practice and keep letting go of expectations. Forget all the previous moments that brought you here and simply connect to whatever is appearing on its own. Remember to remain supremely adaptable to whatever is happening. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let it go. Namaste.